In the legend, how did Huang Daxian hunt the fierce yellow mouse wolf? Today, I will show you the 20 hunting moments of the yellow mouse wolf. This yellow mouse wolf is following prey. It has tasted prey. It is the mouse that is eating. The yellow mouse wolf will not miss his favorite mouse. After getting close, the mouse has been caught in the mouth. A well-known martial arts expert. This yellow mouse wolf chose a bigger mouse. The size of the mouse is larger than that of the yellow mouse wolf. The mouse will not give up to resist easily. It uses its fat body to constantly struggle and resist. But what's the use of this? The yellow mouse wolf is the enemy of the mouse. The rabbit is also a regular guest on the yellow mouse wolf menu. This rabbit is twice as big as the yellow mouse wolf. It has no way to escape. The rabbit will be killed and eaten very quickly. The rabbit can only wait to die. This rabbit is very lucky when it feels despair. The yellow mouse wolf was suddenly scared away by the person in the photo. This rabbit didn't find the yellow mouse wolf, so it was caught by the yellow mouse wolf. After a meaningless struggle, it still died in the hands of the yellow mouse wolf. It was brought back to the old dynasty by the yellow mouse wolf. This seagull in the water is being attacked by the yellow mouse wolf. The yellow mouse wolf will swim. After climbing into the seagull, it was tried to bite it to death. The seagull took the yellow mouse wolf away, but it can't fly anymore. The yellow mouse wolf attacked the seagull again. The seagull wants revenge, tried to drown it. In the end, the yellow mouse wolf avoided becoming a prey of the seagull. From childhood to old age, old people say that the yellow mouse wolf loves to steal chickens. If the chicken is gone, it must be the good thing that the yellow mouse wolf did. This yellow mouse wolf doesn't know what he's up to. Surrounded by this group of chickens, draw a circle. This is to draw the ground as a prison. Turned over in the middle of the night. The chickens have all fallen asleep. The yellow mouse wolf finally started to act. I only saw him sneak up on the fence. This black chicken was chased down. Then the yellow mouse wolf started to steal chickens. The chicken failed to run away. These fighter jets are watching. This little white rabbit is chasing a big rabbit in the backyard. The rabbit is not only running too fast, it's also constantly changing directions, even though the white rabbit is poor at chasing. But Kiku thinks he can't eat rabbit meat. This yellow mouse wolf has two flies in his face. This rabbit has no way to escape. I can only let the hunter go. The hunter is trying to drag the fat wild rabbit back into his cave. Today, you can enjoy a meal. This wild rabbit is dying today. It failed to escape the hunter's chase. You'll see the end of it soon. The hunter reaffirmed that the prey has been tested. The rabbit ran all the way. The target was clearly him. He stared at the big wild rabbit. Although the hunter and the prey have huge bodies, the hunt is full of details. I can't help but chase. There are new hunts everywhere. Finally, the hunter caught up with the prey. The bigger the body, the more useful it is to be caught by the prey. The white rabbit decided to catch the big mouse. The mouse reacted quickly. It fought with the white rabbit for several rounds. It was finally killed by the white rabbit. When the white rabbit took it away, the mouse ran again. The mouse can only do his best. The last wave, but the mouse is seriously injured. There is no way to resist. The water mule found a mouse. It started hunting after the hunter. This mouse is not big. It's pretty strong. It can fight with the big water mule for several rounds. Finally, it must be the water mule. This water mule is eating fish bigger than itself. It likes to challenge. The prey is too small to show the strength of the water mule. This water mule is hunting for spicy strips. Spicy strips are a bit difficult to do. It will definitely eat. This duck is being attacked by the water mule. The duck looks helpless. The water mule bit its neck and pulled out the water surface. The duck was stuck by the branch. Can the water mule take the duck away? Two beautiful white swans are eating. A white swan was suddenly attacked by the water mule. The swan reacted quickly. The water mule on its head was pulled out by the swan. The water mule was holding the swan's head tightly. The water mule attacked the swan again. It bit the swan's head. It also held the swan's neck tightly. The swan kept patting its wings. It turned around in the water. Finally, it took the water mule away. But the head of the swan is seriously injured. People at the beach camp found that when the water mule was looking for prey, the wild rabbit was found. The speed of these two goods is quite good. In the end, those who ate vegetarian food and didn't run to eat meat started to eat directly. It was a fast life and death race again. No matter how fast the rabbits ran in the snow, they couldn't escape the hunter's chase. A white rabbit fell down like this. This water mule is very flexible on the tree. If you want to catch it, you have to be patient and have a lot of patience. Will the hunter return empty-handed this time? This water mule smells like prey. Its body is long and flexible. They can catch prey anywhere. After this mouse escaped several times, it can finally rest now. The strong chin of the water mule pierced the prey's head with its fangs. Then it took the prey back to its cave. Eat a few bites first to replenish your physical strength. The water mule then continued to hunt. The prey was brought back one by one. When the prey was discovered, it had already discovered more than 50 animal bodies. The water mule is not only a killer, but also likes to collect food, to ensure that it won't starve. Which one of these water mule hunting moments impressed you the most? Let us know in the comments section. A group of water mules are walking on a nearly 90-degree dam. It's not easy to climb up this steep cliff. But the water mule is a natural climbing expert. The adult water mule can walk around. The young water mule is not in the picture. Under the guidance of the mother water mule, the little guy came here for the first time. Even though this is his first time to climb the cliff, he has no choice. The mother water mule won't get used to it. Under the natural tendency, he is alert to the mother water mule. As long as you slide under your feet, you are broken. The little guy didn't seem to realize this. The mother water mule is very small. The edge is also very hard. There is a soft spot in the middle. The structure of the water mule is in perfect harmony with the rock. And the hard edge of the water mule can support the weight of the body. So the mother water mule is on the rock and the bar. As long as you find a little protrusion, you can step on it and stand still. But the problem is that the little water mule is still too young. His physical strength will soon be exhausted. At this time, he can't help but look down. The mother water mule knows it's going to be bad. He is anxious to look at his own child. The little water mule is staring down. But the more you look at it, the more dizzy you are. This place is a 100-meter cliff. Once you are full, your body is broken. The mother water mule starts to lean against the little water mule. He came to the side of the little water mule, then use his own body to build a temporary shelter for the little water mule. The little water mule can sleep for a few minutes to recover his physical strength. When the little water mule has finished resting, the mother water mule is urging the child to continue on the road. They have to continue climbing. Finally arrived at the destination, the little water mule began to learn the appearance of his mother. Continuously, on the surface of the gorge where the water flows into, there is a life force. The mother water mule is trying to acquire this mineral so that it can grow. This journey with life is an inevitable experience for many animals in their lives. The sand and soil gorge in the desert seems to have a living creature moving. No one would believe that it was a turtle. He is the little water mule. And this little water mule has not been in water for almost half a year. He has been in a dead state under the sand and soil. The reason for breaking out of the soil is because he felt a mysterious summoning. In this harsh environment, the water mule will soon be roasted to dry, but he is in his neck staring at the sun. He treats himself as a turtle. This turtle can not only determine the time, but also distinguish the direction. When he has determined the time and direction, he set off. In the desert without a sound, there are two clearly visible footprints. After an hour's drive, he finally got to the destination, and the time is just right. The fish point with big beans is stuck in his shell. The rain season of the desert has arrived, and the magical changes are also happening. Some common people know that when you pour water on the sand soil, the water will soon flow through the sand soil. But here is different. The rainwater is miraculously stored here, and the water all over the place is gathering here. It is because under this sand soil, there is an unknown rock layer. The rock layer blocks the flow of water. It forms a small pond full of sand. And this is where the life of the desert is gathered. A heavenly paradise. The last wall is placed in front of the turtle. He needs to climb this sand hill to get to the place that makes people want to go. Now the water is at the bottom of the sand hill. It's time to show the real skills. This is a natural sandfish. Its name is the sandfish. The sandfish can walk on the lake after the tide. The reason why it does this is because it lives on the beach after the tide. In the pond left by the tide, there are all the prey. The sandfish opens its mouth and sucks in the prey and sand together. Then it sprays out the seawater from the fish. At the same time, it surrounds the sand. The fish will automatically filter the sand for it. The prey is captured by it. But the sandfish's time is very tight. When a pond is cleaned, it will keep going to the next pond. When it gets tired, it will roll. It can't stop itself anyway, because the oxygen in the pond drops very fast. Finally, this sandfish is out of oxygen. It sucks in a small amount of oxygen in the water. It takes more than an hour to rise. If it doesn't make it to that time point, Then it will die of suffocation. As time goes by, its breath becomes weaker and weaker. This is not the performance of death. It's the sandfish deliberately. It slows down the breath and slows down the heart rate. Then it gradually turns off some of its brain functions. It enters a state of self-indulgence. That is, it enters the power-saving mode. It waits quietly for the sandfish to grow. The time is very well controlled. After an hour, the tide rises. It reaches the limit of the sandfish. It finally returns to the water of the oxygen in the pond. It starts to absorb these oxygen. Then it revives like a miracle. The sandfish returns to the sea, waiting for the next big tide to come. Life can always find its own way out. A big construction object came to the river. It is ready to enjoy the fresh green grass here. In its near distance, a group of lions are resting. To say who dares to walk in front of the lion, I'm afraid the big construction object is the most representative. When these lions see the big construction object approaching, they will retreat 3 times. Obviously, this is a smart way of behavior when faced with danger. Take a long-distance strategy in time. Avoid conflict with the big construction object, and be hurt by the big construction object. The threat of the big construction object is stronger than that of the mother. Until now, there is no record of the lion's group killing the big construction object. For the lion's group, it can only attack the mother of rodent at night, and it may not be successful. Or the lion's group can use the number advantage to kill the big construction object. But the big construction object, except for humans who are sick or bitten by poisonous snakes, is absolutely invincible. A certain distance apart. The number is not enough to make up for it. Of course, in theory, the big construction object is bigger than a big truck. The lion can't break through the house with thick skin and thick flesh. If you are not injured, even if one has 8 adult limbs, the super lion's group of 3 adult bears will not be able to hunt. There is no record of the healthy adult bear being killed by the lion's group. What's more, it's a healthy big construction object. The main purpose of eating meat and eating animals is to fill the stomach. It's not stupid to have nothing to do with the big construction object. Just sometimes bully rodent's little elephant. On the contrary, the big construction object will often drive the lion's group away for food. Who is strong and who is weak is obvious. This crocodile is really too strong. The lion's prey is still not allowed to eat. This is an elephant crossing the river, but he suddenly feels a pain in the tail. Good guy. It turned out to be bitten by a crocodile. I have to say that the crocodile is really bold. Even the elephant dares to sneak attack. I really don't know how the word death is written, and the elephant is still struggling. But the crocodile is shameless, because he doesn't let go. He is not afraid of the elephant's eyes, and his feet will kill him. At this time, the elephant is already close to the shore. Then he swung hard, and finally threw the crocodile away. Let's take a look at this crocodile. That is quite strong. He actually ran to the shore to grab the lion's prey. This courage is really not ordinary. I really admire the courage of the crocodile. Isn't he really not afraid of lions? And there are still several. It is said that a lion wants to drive away the crocodile. But this guy was shocked immediately. Do you really treat the prey as yourself? Then other lions came down to drive away the crocodile. He came to the back of the crocodile and prepared an attack, but it was discovered before it started. The lion almost missed the attack. Then the lions thought about it and provoked the crocodile again. But this guy was so angry that he couldn't accept it. The lions were also helpless. There was no way to control him. Although the crocodile's combat power dropped on the land, it was still difficult to make trouble. Finally, the lions had to compromise and enjoy the meal with the crocodile. This 5-headed leopard can make people laugh to death. The 5 of them stand in a remote area. Their territory is everywhere. The 5 of them are united to fight for the throne. But today, the 5 of them are almost disbanded. It's because of this rumor. But it's not his fault. He is just a single mother named Xiaohua. This day, Xiaohua brought her son-in-law and broke into the 5 brothers' territory. The 5 brothers just became adults. They have never touched a girl's hand. Is this the legendary woman? The 5 of them walked forward. Xiaohua's back was cold. She quickly got up and sent the children to the tree. The 5 of them were angry at the 5-headed leopard. Xiaohua ran ahead and chased after the leopard. The children looked at the tree. Finally, the 5 brothers surrounded Xiaohua. At first, she resisted, but soon she realized that she had no chance to win. So she quickly turned around and expressed her love to one of them. Brother, I love you. Help me beat him. As expected, the beauty worked. In front of love, the brothers' friendship quickly collapsed. Are you okay, brother? Listen to me, you 5 brothers. I only love you one. Just beat him to death. I'll beat you to death first. Brother, what are you doing? Brother, that boy has changed his mind. Just for this woman. Brother, calm down. I'll calm down. The 5 of us are about to be torn apart by this bad woman. 5 minutes later, everyone calmed down. Iron friendship is hard to beat. I'd better take the brothers away. That's how the 5 brothers abandoned Xiaohua and left. The little leopard is safe. The 5 brothers quickly met new trouble. A group of robbers came to their territory. On this day, they just captured a pair of sheep. Haha, Zhang Lixiang, he's 1,100 degrees. Get all the effort. Second brother, eat. Oh, where do you start eating? Are you stupid? The hunting dog's meal is just a piece of cake. Let's drink together. This hunting leopard is obviously not happy, but the hunting dog is not good at martial arts. The 5 brothers had to give in. But the evil man is free, and the evil man is evil. The lion came to eat their white rice again. But this hunting dog wants to fight with the lion. I really don't know how much I weigh. So the lion bit his neck and started to bite. But this hunting dog is also awesome. I won't give up. Soft afraid of hard, hard afraid of not dying. The lion is also convinced that the hunting dog is not going to die. The lion is also convinced that the hunting dog is not going to die. At the critical moment, the other mother lion ran over. The 2 of them responded one after the other. The hunting dog gave up and left. But in this fight, the worst thing is to fight. A little wild boar was caught by the mother lion. The mother wild boar looked at her from afar. At this moment, her heart is particularly sad. At this moment, her heart is particularly sad. Everything in the world is painful. Where is the pain of losing a loved one? When faced with fierce predators, the mother wild boar's fear and tension occupied her entire brain. Her brain is blank. I don't know what to do. The mother lion bit the neck of the wild boar. Pain is always struggling. The mother wild boar is in a hurry like an ant on a hot pot. She wanted to save her child too much. But she didn't dare to approach her mother, didn't dare to fight back, and was afraid of her mother to the point where she couldn't make a decision. And she was always hesitating. In the end, the fear still defeated Wu Wei. In the face of farewell, the wild cow mother was sad and depressed. And even though she had a lot of helplessness, she could not control the departure of fate. Although the wild cow mother had gone far away, she would still look at her child from time to time, except for sadness and helplessness. She felt very guilty and regretted that she did not protect her child well, causing her to suffer such tragedy. The nature is cruel. She has no mercy and will not shed tears of pity. This is surrounded by the lost group of mother and son of Changjing Road. The target of the lost group is not the mother of Changjing Road, but the small Changjing Road with no resistance. The mother of Changjing Road understands that now only she can protect the life of the child. The mother of Changjing Road is very big and has a strong sense of self-knowledge. If you kick the lion around, the lion is likely to be seriously injured. But because the mother of Changjing Road was too nervous, she kicked the body of the small Changjing Road several times. The situation is getting worse and worse for their mother and son, because the lion is getting more and more. The mother of Changjing Road can't hold on anymore. In the end, she decided to give up the small Changjing Road and run for life. The mother of Changjing Road caught a horse and immediately knocked it down. How powerful is it to say that the mother of Changjing Road is alone hunting a pig that runs fast and runs away? The lion chased it without any effort and fell straight down. This is the ability of the lion to hunt alone. It is indeed very powerful. Of course, catching a little wild donkey is no longer in the picture. A fly, and it's easy to catch a little wild donkey. Catching such a prey is really too simple. This is the lion catching the horse. In the meantime, he put a speed up on it. But catching the horse seems to be a little difficult. But it's just a little bit more effort. In a moment, the horse gave up. Let's take a look at the lion catching the horse. It looks like this guy is not easy to mess with. The lion is still attacking the lion. But with the experience of lion hunting for many years, it is still easy to catch the horse. This is even more powerful. Even the tall Changjing Road was put up by the lion. It was also the result of being knocked down in an instant. Maybe this Changjing Road is not mature yet, even so. It is also very powerful. The most difficult thing to deal with is the buffalo. Because this guy is too strong. It is difficult for a single lion to knock it down. But no matter how powerful it is, there will be times when it runs out of energy. After all, the buffalo will struggle to consume more energy. The lion is just biting its neck to prevent the buffalo from attacking. If you stick to it like this, the buffalo will be knocked down by the lion sooner or later. After watching so many videos of the mother lion hunting alone, I have to say that the lion is really a top hunter.